Today we're going to rank the top 10 best country Christmas songs. So stick around. We're coming at you from Nashville, Tennessee, and this is Country Today. And you know things are serious when I have broken out the Griswold Family Christmas shirt. And if you have not already subscribed to this channel, we would be absolutely honored if you would subscribe below so you can keep up with the latest and greatest in country music today. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a single episode. So with so many Christmas songs that are out there, I mean, it's just really hard to narrow things down to 10. There are so many that did not make the list that we wanted to put on the list, and then we thought, could we go from 10 to 12? And how are we going to rank the best of all time when there's just such a saturated amount of Christmas songs that exist? So if we get through the entire countdown today and there's a song that you're missing, be sure to comment below which one you think should have made the top 10, because trust me, there were a lot of songs that made our list that had to be cut because we can only narrow it down to 10 songs. So here we go. Coming in at number 10, we've got Hard Candy Christmas, which was written by Carol Hall. The metaphor for this song suggests that life can be hard and filled with adversity while also being sweet. The song references a time when families could only afford hard candy, or penny candy as it was often called. The song has been recorded by June Carter Cash, Cyndi Lauper, Leanne Rimes, and Reba McEntire. But the song is most associated with Dolly Parton. I don't know why, but every single time I hear Hard Candy Christmas, I feel like I need to go from Nashville to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I need to be in a log cabin and playing the guitar and looking outside at the snow and wearing a flannel shirt and... Anyway.
Candy Christmas, I'm barely getting through tomorrow. Still I won't let sorrow bring me way down.
And we can't get by without putting the next one within the top 10, because there are so many artists who have recorded it, not only in country, but so many other genres, including the king of rock and roll. That's right. Number 9 is Blue Christmas. Blue Christmas was written by J.W. Johnson. He wrote the song on a train ride from Connecticut to New York. Doyle Odell originally recorded the song back in 1948, followed by Ernest Tubb. The song went to number 1 on the charts for Ernest Tubb, but it would be Elvis Presley who would put the King of Rock's finishing touches on the song to make it one of the top songs on most people's Christmas playlist. As a child, I grew up on a large farm, and we had a woods, and whenever I would see deer, I always had this fear that I could possibly be trampled on, and I think those fears had everything to do with this next song. This next song is kind of in the same category as Jeff Foxworthy's 12 Redneck Days of Christmas, but it is certainly a classic, and you can't help but smile and laugh every single time you hear it. That's right, it is Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. The song Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer was written by Randy Brooks and recorded by the husband and wife duo Elmo and Patsy. In the song, the grandmother, who is off of her medication and drank just a little bit too much eggnog, staggers outside and into a snowstorm against the pleas of her family. The very next day, she was found trampled by reindeer and had hoof prints on her forehead. The song goes on to question if they should go ahead and open Grandma's presents or just go ahead and send them back. The song concludes by questioning the fact that they gave a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. And for those who don't believe in Santa, as for me and Grandpa, we believe. No matter what state you live in, you can certainly relate to this next song. Coming in at number 7, we have Tennessee Christmas. Tennessee Christmas was written by Amy Grant and her former husband, Gary Chapman, while riding in the car back in 1983. As they were driving down Hillsborough Pike in Nashville on their way back home to Franklin, Tennessee, the full moon was shining on the hillside and it looked like snow. Without any instruments, Amy Grant and Gary Chapman wrote the iconic song during this car ride. In addition to Amy Grant performing the song, the band Alabama also recorded the song. And coming in at number 6, this next song is a very upbeat country song, and all of the songs that came out of the 50s and 60s just have that really cool upbeat vibe, especially on the electric guitar, whether it be a Telecaster or a Les Paul. You have that very distinctive, unique sound that came out of the 50s and 60s on the recordings, and this song is no different. This was recorded originally by Buck Owens, and the song is Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy. Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy is a song that was co-written by Don Rich and Buck Owens. Buck Owens originally recorded the song, and it went to number 2 on Billboard charts. Similar to the song, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, the first-person narrator is from the viewpoint of a child who is skeptical as to why their mom kissed Santa Claus, and why did Santa Claus look like their father? The upbeat country song has also been recorded by Travis Tritt, Brad Paisley, and Garth Brooks. This next song is a highly requested Christmas song, and it's very fascinating because this song was actually not intended to be a Christmas song, even though it discusses Christmas and references the song Silent Night. The original intent of this song was just to be have a message about peace, love, and understanding, and it came out in 1997 on Garth Brooks' Sevens album, so it was not on one of his 2 Christmas albums. But nonetheless, it is a Christmas song that is played heavily and frequently on country Christmas radio stations worldwide. The song Bellawood was written by Joe Henry and Garth Brooks. The song tells a story of soldiers fighting against the Germans during World War I and a Christmas truce being declared in 1914 as the snowflakes fell. Slowly but surely, the soldiers on both sides of the battle lines between the Americans and Germans begin to sing Silent Night in different languages. And on Christmas Day, there wasn't a shot fired until the clock struck midnight on December 26th. The song is a moving tribute to the Battle of Bellawood. Pope Benedict XV had asked for the battling parties to have a truce on Christmas so that, quote, the guns may fall silent at least upon the night that the angels sing, end quote. The song does justice by painting a picture of peace, unity, and global spirit that Christmas always brings. And song number 4 on our country Christmas countdown is The Reason for the Season. So often we get tied into the commercialism that Christmas has become in the last 100 years, but we always have to focus and reflect on the reason for this season, and that is Jesus Christ and the birth of Jesus Christ. And so number 4, it really speaks home to me, and it is called Mary Did You Know? Mary Did You Know is a song that was performed by Kenny Rogers and Winona Judd and was written by Mark Lowry. Lowry actually spent 7 years writing this song to make sure that it was just right. In 1984, Jerry Falwell asked Mark to write a program for a singing Christmas tree. And if you've never seen a singing Christmas tree at your church, this is a picture of what a singing Christmas tree looks like. Lowry said that he started writing a list of questions that he would like to ask Mary, such as, do you know who is in your arms? Did you know that your baby boy will walk on water, give sight to a blind man, and calm a storm at sea with his hand? Over time, the song was finished and went on to be recorded by several singers, including Clay Aiken, CeeLo Green, Pentatonics, but most recognizably by Winona Judd and Kenny Rogers. Our number 3 song on the countdown encompasses that peaceful, nostalgic, happy feeling that comes with Christmas. Coming in at number 3, it's Let It Be Christmas by Alan Jackson. Let It Be Christmas was written and performed by Alan Jackson and was also the title of his 2002 Christmas album. Some of the lyrics say, let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing, let every bell ring. The story of hope and joy and peace. And let it be Christmas everywhere. The song lyrics are descriptive in mentioning snow, mistletoe, and evokes a sense of peace when there's so much chaos going on in the world. Everything can be left alone, and we can let it be Christmas. And coming in at number 2 for our top country Christmas songs, we can't get away without putting this one on the list. At the beginning of today's episode, I played a little guitar riff to introduce this song. It is Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms. If the song Rock Around the Clock and Jingle Bells got married, you'd simply have Jingle Bell Rock. Speaking of Jingle Bells, a little history about Jingle Bells. The song was written by J.P. Morgan's uncle, James Lord Pierpont. Pierpont was raised in the Massachusetts area, but later moved to Savannah, Georgia. As he experienced his first late autumn without snow, he wrote a song called One Horse Open Sleigh, and the song was later renamed Jingle Bells. The song was never intended to be a Christmas song, but over time became synonymous with the season. Jingle Bells was also the first song to ever be played in space. But I digress. I'm having a little squirrel moment. We're going to get right back to Jingle Bell Rock.
What's that sound? Do you hear it? It's a funny squeaky sound.
You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
The song Jingle Bell Rock was written by Joseph Carlton Beale and James Ross Booth, two men who worked in public relations and the advertising industry. However, Bobby Helms claimed that he actually co-wrote the song. The song was originally titled Jingle Bell Hop, but later changed to Jingle Bell Rock. The classic song includes the 50s electric guitar sound that made the classic decade so unique with music. No matter where you are when you hear the song Jingle Bell Rock, it puts you in a great mood and makes you want to get up and dance.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun.
And we have made it all of this way to our number one top country Christmas song of all time. Coming in at number one is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree was written by Johnny Marks, who also wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and A Holly Jolly Christmas.
Great bouncing iceberg.
Brenda Lee was only 13 years old when she recorded Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. The 1964 claymation classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer also features an instrumental version of the song. The song makes an appearance each December on Billboard charts in a variety of different genres. Aside from country music charts, the song shows up on oldies, adult contemporary, as well as other Billboard chart genres. The song has also been played in several Christmas movies, including the Christmas classic Home Alone. While the song is only a quick 2 minutes and 4 seconds, the song has been climbing the charts each December for the past 62 years. And thank you so much for sticking with me as we got through the top 10 songs. And if there was a song that you feel should have made the list but didn't, be sure to comment below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that thumbs up like button. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Country Today.